What's going on YouTube? Today I'm back with another video, and today we're going to break down how to beat a 2-3 zone in the rec or anywhere. So there's obviously a lot of different plays that you can run to beat a 2-3 zone. You can run 5 out, you can put one in the middle, basically run a lot of high-lows. My favorite way, and the way that we was playing it this game, so I only saved this 3-minute clip. So the way we was playing it this game was having somebody sit middle. So basically what sitting middle means is right here, basically you're gonna have one person shooting the mid, you're gonna have one person sitting in the midi who can shoot the midi. Preferably he actually needs to be able to shoot the midi, and if he can pass, even better too, because you're gonna want those high lows, you're gonna want those lobs. So one person sitting midi right at the free throw line. You're gonna have one, preferably if the ball right now was at about hash, and then you see in the other wing he's on the pretty solid spot right now. If he backed up a little bit, you want 2 hash sitters kind of so that they can space the floor. Now make those 2 wing defenders who are at the top of the 2-3. That will make them have to step up and play that too. And then you're gonna want those 2 in the back of the 2-3 on offense, I'm saying, in the corners. So I can't shoot, so you see my player highlighted at the bottom right outside the paint. I can't shoot, so I cut in just to create some space. And then that other player, he can also be short corner or in the corner. And you're gonna see right here how we played it here. So you see right here, once that spacing comes out, you see that man all the way on the left side on defense. He's gonna have to choose, does he want to play that wing defender or does he want to play that short corner? So now the big is supposed to slide and play that short corner, but now if he was to slide and that wing defender was to step up on that hash sitter, then I would cut backdoor and I would have an easy dunk. But instead they don't move and the center's too far and he's trying to not get a 3-second violation. So right here, the pass timing's perfect. It goes down low to the short corner. He has an open shot, but he also has that wing pass too. So there's always going to be a one more pass that you can make in the 2-3 zone when defenders have to make a decision like that. So once one person is out of position, it's going to be a wide open shot somewhere. This is still a good shot, but the wing is more open. So you're going to see right here the contest was weak, but the wing was a better shot, but that's still not a bad shot. That's a good shot. You're going to want to take those shots if you have it. The pass is just a better shot. There's always a better shot. We don't, like, you can settle for those shots, but there's still that better shot. But he missed it, but that's not a shot that anybody should ever be mad at for somebody for taking. So right here, you see we come down, and main thing about 2-3 zones, when anybody's running in the zone, you want to move the ball, not move, but you want to push the pace as fast as possible, especially in transition. Off a stop on defense, you're just going to want to move or push the pace because they don't have time to set up, and then they have to decide, are they going to just pick up a man or are they going to run a zone? So somebody's always going to be out of position. So the faster you play off of a stop is the easier your offense is going to be. So on this play right here, you see right here, the break just happened, so we don't give them no time to set up. So you see already the positioning that they're in. That wing defender has to choose, is he going to stop the ball or is he going to play that corner? So right here, he's shifting back, so he knows what he's going to do is throw that fake pass, and that's a shot. The animation wasn't the best animation. He tried to shoot it earlier, but he has a high 3 ball. That's our small guard, so he's going to hit that shot. So you see it was open. So the faster you move gives the defense less time to set up. So you just want to move the ball as fast as possible out of transitions. So I don't know what happens here. Obviously defense, we're not worried about defense this play, but you can see we got to stop. So like I said, you just want to set up on offense as quick as possible too. So there's going to be a lot of high lows, a lot of mids. You see right here is a great spot to, it's not a great spot to be in, but you see how the ball handler, Big Beezy right here, I don't know him, but he's a random, but he was really good at dicing up the zone. So right here, we're not in the best spacing, so that wing defender can play both of those. But you see right here, he throws the fake and he gets right to that middle spot. The center can't do nothing. Those 2 wing defenders are now stuck, and he has an easy fade. So that's why you want that middle man to be able to shoot the midi, because he's going to have the most options, and you want him to be able to pass in case the center does step up or one of those wings was to step up. So if that left wing was to close in earlier, then you want him to be able to pass to the wing, and then that corner defender is going to have to step up, and then I would be open. and it just makes everybody move. So you want to move the ball faster than the defense can move, and that's the best way that you're going to get a lot of shots. A lot of open shots is what you want. So you see right here, we got to stop. Zone can't set up. Easy bucket in transition. Transition is going to be the best thing you can do against a zone. That's the easiest offense. So read your transitions as good as you can. But other than that, the way my personal preference, I think playing it, is having somebody sit mid. So 5 outs cool, all that stuff is cool. You can run it any kind of way you want, but this is just another option, just depending on how the defense is playing. So right here, we're trying to switch up the offense a little bit, so you can see the spacing is a little off. My personal thing, I don't really like setting screens against the zone. If you do set screens, it should really be on the outside. So right here, I think they switched to man right here for a play, but right here I was going to set up a screen because I thought they switched to man, but I don't know what they had planned. I'm trying to look again because I really can't tell what they was doing. But if I set an outside screen, that gives you more options rather than setting an inside screen. So always set an outside screen on a zone if you're going to set a screen. So that was a little combusted play, so it's kind of hard to like really say what they did on there. So we'll skip that with a zone. But right here, you can see he's sitting mid. I set that outside screen. We don't take it, but right here, he's sitting mid again. He's wide open. You know, it takes a little time to hit him, but I cut back door. So that makes the center would have to, so let me run it back. So right here in the position we're in, right about here, you see me cut back door. I'm gonna slow it down. Now, if that pass was to go mid right here, you see the center starts to back up. So that pass mid would have been more open, and then I would stay, and that's called a high-low. So high-low is from the free throw line area down low. So once that center steps up, it goes high down to the low. And then you can also pass it back low to high. So there's a lot of options that you can get out of it, just having somebody sit mid. So right here, had the cutter, it comes a little late, but right there, low to high. It's like there's always going to be somebody open in the zone if the ball is moving. But you don't just want to pass. You still got to be able to create. So right here, you can see he cuts, the cutter's open, the pass comes a little late due to the bump animations and all that. But now that center has to make a decision. I'm a little out of position. I should be corner because he would have been able to play that wing, or that free throw sitter. So now my guard who's going low high, who just caught the ball, if I was wing, but I can't shoot, so I cut, he could have threw the lob or he could have threw it to the free throw line, which is what he did. So now that wing defender has to make a decision. He's going to play cutter or is he going to play free throw line? So right here, he chooses cutter, free throw line's wide open, easy shot. So it's just small things like that, just moving the ball as quick as possible, and having somebody sit middle is always going to have somebody step. So I'm trying to find a good play right now. I think that first one was a good one. Let me see. Yeah, this one's a really good one. So right here, say that center does step up, there's still a lot of options. So that center had to step up and play wing. They're a little out of position. I'm not gonna say how to play the 2-3, but they're a little out of position here. But say that center did step up and they played this perfectly, playing it perfectly, let's say what it would be. That's everybody in right position except center would move over to the left, that short corner. That wing defender would play the middle, and that corner defender would play that hash. So that would be perfect positioning. Now basically that middleman would just pop out to the 3 line. So now that center has to make a decision. Is he going to play all the way out to the 3-point line, or is he going to drop back, and are they going to rotate? So once that middleman would pop up, we read the center now. So now does the wing close in? I can't speak. I'm struggling to speak. But do the wings close in? Then that means our wings are open. So if the wing defenders don't close in, that 3-point shot, just him moving up to the 3-point line, leaves the paint wide open. So now corners can cut or wings can cut. So now the paint's open. But if the center drops back and wings close in, and one of the wings, then the wing's open. So somebody's always going to have to adjust when you're playing that 2-3 zone, if that made sense. I would throw arrows up on the screen, but not gonna lie, I'm a little lazy. But that's pretty much how you can counter out of it, depending on how the defense sets up. So even if they all just played man out of the zone and just switch everything, basically, you would still be able to move the ball and cut, but you have to have like one person cut at the proper time. It's all about timing too. But like I said, transition offense, most important thing. It's the easiest way to beat the zone, but having somebody sit mid who can shoot and pass the mid is also the best way to do it. Like I said, I don't like screens personally, but if you do set a screen, set it on the outside. Yes, you can run 5 out, and the same principle would apply for a 5 out. Find the open space in the zone. It's kind of like football when there's a zone defense, you see receivers sit in the middle. It's the same thing or sit in the open gaps. They running their route, and then they start slowing down, finding that open space. Now in basketball, the defense is gonna have to collapse and cover that man who can shoot the ball. And then there's just more options out of it depending on who else moves on offense and defense. So ball movement, transition offense, picking the right spots, top 3 keys on beating a 2-3 zone. But that's my personal best favorite method to beating a 2-3 zone. So obviously, like I said, a lot of different methods out there, but you can choose how your team or your players want to play it. It's all up to you. Just read the defense, and yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this one. If you guys want more videos like this, drop it down in the comments what other defenses, or if you want to know how we would play a 2-3 zone, let me know. I'll drop anything that you guys want. Just drop it down in the comments. But until then, catch you on the next one.